What's happening YouTube? This is Champion 2D Rob back again. Yeah, this is going to be a pickups vid, a gaming pickups vid. I've got a few titles here, not a lot. Yeah, just it's been a bit of well, to be honest, I just haven't really been in that mood to buy much games. There's not really been much out there that I'm looking at. My sort of focus at the moment has been trying to get some PlayStation 4 stuff. I am planning on picking up my PS4 system at some point very soon. Um, so that's really where my focus has been. But really, in terms of just buying games in general, it's not really been a focus. Retro has been a bit, well, as of late, it's so overpriced. A lot of the stuff that I'm looking at, and it's just become harder and harder to sort of justify paying those high prices for these games, and of course, as it stands, in terms of retro, I'm actually very happy with what I have. I've actually managed to accumulate pretty much everything I wanted. There's a few choice titles that I'm looking at for the Super Famicom that I'd like to add, but the prices for them, I mean, we're talking, oh, anywhere between, sort of 60, £70 and up. Like most of the games I'm looking at are over £100 at least. Um, so it becomes a lot harder to sort of justify paying these sorts of prices, um, especially at the moment. Just the things at the moment aren't really going right for me right now. I mean, don't worry, guys. I'm not in any real trouble or nothing like that. I'm okay, but it's um, just got a lot on my plate at the moment, and yeah, there's no real. I just can't justify those kind of prices right now. Anyway, maybe when I'm a bit more settled, I might start looking at retro again. But every time I go on eBay, um, it's just become. I just look at these prices. I mean, even some of the cheaper stuff, like because I've been, you know, I've been using eBay for years now, for about at least 6 or 7 years, and so I'm aware of what the games were priced at originally. At least when I first started watching, and just to see the price have gone up and up and up and up and up, it just makes it much harder to justify. And I mean, I was looking at a few sort of loose Game Boy titles and just seeing how much a lot of those games go for now compared to when I first saw them. And yeah, it's in terms of just sort of the cartridge based stuff, it's all really gone up. So yeah, to get direct to the point, it just become a lot harder to even consider going there. But in terms of modern stuff, there's not really much I'm sort of looking at. PlayStation 3, I'm done with pretty much now. I want to focus on PS4. I'm actually looking at possibly culling my PS3 collection. I've just got way too many games. I never really intended to have a PS3 collection. I was never collecting for the PS3. My collecting goals focused mainly on Mega Drive, Super Nintendo, original PlayStation, and PS2. I went and Game Boy Advance as well. Those were my main focuses, and I've pretty much picked up everything that I need. Um, I'm actually at the moment in terms of retro, I mostly still look at sort of Super Famicom titles. There's still a few that I'd like to add, and a few Game Boy titles as well. PS1 I'm pretty much done. Mega Drive I'm happy with. So yeah. Anyway, enough of all that. Let's move on straight to the games. Like I have got 4 titles here. Yeah, not a lot. Like I say, these are all sort of modernish titles. Um, yeah, I mean, sorry guys, just keep going on, but this is what this is for. I like to let you into my world. Basically, like you know, gaming has not really been at the forefront of my mind right now. It's not like I'm in any financial trouble or anything like that. No, it's not any of that. It's just I've got other things going on, other things in my mind. Someone very close to me, someone who is practically family. I just found out that person has terminal cancer, um, which has sort of really hit me hard. Um, it's just there's a lot of things going on right now. Um, but you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. I'm all right. I'm all right. It's just a lot of things on my mind. Gaming has not really been the focus. I mean, in terms of, you know, on a more positive note, you know, I have, you know, it's not all been sour. Like I've been going out a lot, hanging out with my mates, watching a lot of movies. I saw the Deadpool film quite recently. I've seen it twice now actually. Thought it was fantastic. Loved it. Might go see it for a third time. Um, you know, in terms of movie stuff, I've been picking up quite a lot of stuff. I love a lot of the films and sort of animated features and stuff, and there will be sort of like a pickups video coming very soon for that as well. So that I've been sort of mostly sort of watching movies and stuff, and I've been sort of going. I've been in the gym a lot, just sort of trying to improve my health a bit more and stuff. And it's just when you start to hear about, you know, people close to you, and you see what's happening to them, you start to rethink your life a bit more. You know, you start to realize life is short, and you want to start sort of becoming a lot more proactive and stuff. And I think for me, life has become quite stagnant. It's not really moving anywhere, and I really need to make a lot of changes, and that's really where my focus is. So at the moment, you know, it's just been a bit difficult, but you know, I'm all right, guys. So no need to worry, guys. I'm doing good. It's just just a lot on my mind. But aside from that, I am, you know, I'm not retreating into myself or anything like that. I am out there. I'm enjoying myself. I'm having fun. My mates are around me and stuff, and you know. But it's just obviously sometimes life isn't always. Unfortunately, for the most part, life is very difficult, full of hardship, and we've got to go through it. So anyway, back on track. Yeah, so I haven't picked up a lot of games. I do have a few titles here, some great titles here actually, and mostly these are all pretty much modern systems. I've got a couple of PlayStation 4 games. I've got a Wii title, and I've got a 3DS title. So I'll start with the Wii title. And the game I picked up, this is actually quite a cool game. I actually saw this at my local game shop, and now in terms of Wii, I'm pretty happy with what I've got. In fact, the Wii collection is one of the collections I'm most proud of. I've got like every game I wanted for it. I don't have a big collection. It's quite a small collection, but it's a very good collection. I'm very proud of what I've managed to accumulate for it. And this is actually one title that I did sort of add to my list, but it wasn't sort of like one of those games that I had to go out of my way to get. You know, it's one of those ones where if you see it in the wild, I'll pick it up. And fortunately I did, and I saw it for very cheap at my local shop, and I just couldn't say no to it. It's actually considered a bit of a gem as well. And the game I'm talking about is Ivy the Kiwi, and this is like a 2D platform puzzler type. If any of you guys have played Kirby's Paintbrush, where you sort of use the stylus to sort of maneuver to create sort of bridges and ledges and stuff for the characters to move around, that's pretty much what this is. It's like a platform puzzler type game in 2D, and it's from the creators of Sonic, so that should be quite good. And I've heard a lot of good things about this game, so I was really chuffed. I picked it up, as you see, it's $2.99. I thought it was a great price for it, so yeah, chuffed to get that. And the next title I have here, this is for the 3DS. Now the 3DS system, I've been sort of very 50-50 on the 3DS. On the one hand, I think it's a fantastic system. I've loved owning it. The games I have for it have been brilliant. Really enjoyed the system. I've also downloaded like a lot of sort of classic NES titles. Like I've got all three Castlevania games on there. I've got all three Ninja Gaiden games on there. I've got the 3D Streets of Rage 2 on there. It's brilliant, and the fact that it's backwards compatible with DS games has just made that system like it's a must own system for me. I absolutely love it. But on the flip side to that, I haven't really been impressed by a lot of the games that have been coming out as of late. It just, in terms of the variety of the games, it's very uneven. It seems to be mostly focused on RPGs and stuff of that nature, and it's just like, I want to see a bit more variety in terms of what's coming out for it, and I want a bit more action side scrollers and stuff like that. It doesn't seem to be much coming out, and it's really frustrating. Um, but every now and again, a game does come out that I'm interested in, and I mean there are in terms of RPG, the Fire Emblem series is definitely a series that I love on the 3DS, and I'm looking forward to the new titles that are coming out for it. But anyway, yeah, so I saw this one title, and this one definitely stood out to me, and it was one I was very interested in picking up. And that is Dragon Ball Z Extreme Butoden. And essentially, this is a 2D fighter. This is made by Arc System Works. For those that don't know, Arc System Works are the creators of Guilty Gear. And as you would expect from Arc System Works, they do excellent 2D hand-drawn animation style. It's fluid. It's excellent. It's a really good 2D fighter, and I know it's based on the old series that ran on the Super Nintendo, and it's a fun title, great story mode, great graphics. I really do enjoy the game, and it was refreshing to see something a bit different than what I usually see on the 3DS. So I was happy to pick this one up. And lastly, I've got two PS4 titles here. Now, I think I'm going to ease up now on PS4 buying until I actually get the system itself. Now, I know, but I do this sometimes. I did this with the 3DS. I actually ended up picking up games before I even owned the system. And I'm doing it again with the PS4. I'm in no rush to buy it. I think the reason why I'm picking up games for it is mainly because I just see them for good deals, and then I just think, you know what, I'm picking them up now. So anyway, the first game I picked up for the PS4 is Transformers Devastation, and yeah, this is basically a game developed by Platinum Games, the developers of titles like Bayonetta, and this is based around the Generation 1 Transformers, basically the Transformers of my generation, the first cartoon series from the 80s. Now, when I saw this for the first time, I had to have it. I was immediately drawn to this game because when I was a kid, I absolutely loved the Transformers. I'm very nostalgic. I have a strong nostalgia for the original Generation 1 Transformers cartoon. So when I saw this, like, it definitely piqued my interest, and yeah, I'm looking forward to playing it. My only concern though with this title is I'm not too sure if it's going to really draw me in, aside from the visuals, because what I'm finding is, as I'm getting older now, I'm finding that a lot of these sort of hack and slash fighting titles, like, like Devil May Cry and stuff like that, they just don't really do it for me anymore. I'm really finding those games hard to get into, and it's kind of, I mean, I've got like Bayonetta, I've got it here, but I've been putting off playing it. It's because, like, I'm just finding that most of those titles just don't do it for me anymore. I think the only series that I still like that falls into that genre is the God of War series. I do like that, but aside from that, I'm finding these sort of arena sort of fighting titles quite tedious and boring. So yeah, I'm not too sure how I'm going to feel about this. I mean, like I say, it sold me on the visuals, so we'll see. But I've heard good things about the game. I'm hoping I have fun with it. I'm hoping that the license is strong enough to draw me into the game. And the last title I picked up, and I guess this comes as no surprise to anyone that's picked up a PS4, and that is Batman Arkham Knight. Yeah, really excited to play this game. I love the Arkham series. I wasn't too fond of Origins, but that was done by a different developer. This is Rocksteady, so I'm looking forward to playing this game because I absolutely loved Asylum and Arkham City. So I'm looking forward to see what they did with this game. I have heard a bit more of a mixed opinion on this one, but if it's better than Origin, I'm sure I'll enjoy it. So yeah, excited to play that. So that's it, guys. I'm sorry about the ramble at the beginning, but this is how I like to do it. I like to tell you guys what's going on. I think you guys enjoy that. Yeah, just it is what it is. But in any case, guys, I will be back very soon. There will be a DVDs, Blu-rays, Steelbook pickup video coming very soon. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, so I'll be back. Bye bye.